Today marks the final day of remembrances of George Herbert Walker Bush. Washington bid its farewell. Now it's Texas's turn. It really was an uplifting service, the nation's first state funeral in more than a decade, powerful and poignant, a day filled with American pageantry to honor 41.
This morning, George Herbert Walker Bush back home in Texas, today being laid to rest. The remains of the late president arriving on the last leg of Special Air Mission 41, taking a ceremonial lap in the skies above his presidential library. Cannons roaring on the ground, his family looking on. It follows Bush's state funeral at Washington's National Cathedral. Inside, partisan politics taking a pause, a rare moment of unity. President Trump greeting President and Mrs. Obama, face to face with his predecessor and the Clintons for the first time since taking office. Mrs. Clinton looking straight ahead. Then George W. Bush thanking his guests, handing candy to Michelle Obama, similar to that moment they shared at John McCain's funeral. Every living president together to remember 41. Biographer and friend John Meacham hailing Bush as America's last great soldier-statesman, comparing him to the first Republican president.
Lincoln and Bush both called on us to choose the right over the convenient, to hope rather than to fear, and to heed not our worst impulses, but our best instincts.
Recalling a defining moment in Bush's life when the World War II aviator was shot down.
The George Herbert Walker Bush, who survived that fiery fall into the waters of the Pacific 3/4 of a century ago, made our lives and the lives of nations freer, better, warmer, and nobler.
Former Senator Alan Simpson praising his humility.
Those who travel the high road of humility in Washington, D.C. are not bothered by heavy traffic.
The most powerful tribute from 43 about 41, a son celebrating his father.
He was born with just two settings, full throttle, then sleep.
And sharing what he learned from his dad.
He showed me what it means to be a president who serves with integrity, leads with courage, and acts with love in his heart for the citizens of our country.
The former president recalling 41's shortcomings.
His short game was lousy. He wasn't exactly Fred Astaire on the dance floor. The man couldn't stomach vegetables, especially broccoli. And by the way, he passed these genetic defects along to us.
An eternal bond with his beloved wife, Barbara.
In his old age, Dad enjoyed watching police show reruns, the volume on high, all the while holding Mom's hand. After Mom died, Dad was strong, but all he really wanted to do was hold Mom's hand again. Last Friday, when I was told he had minutes to live, I called him. I said, Dad, I love you and you've been a wonderful father. And the last words he would ever say on earth were, I love you too.
A celebration of his father's life defined by loyalty, faith, and family, including the daughter he lost when she was just 3 years old.
So through our tears, let us know the blessings of knowing and loving you. A great and noble man, the best father a son or daughter could have. And in our grief, let us smile knowing that Dad is hugging Robin and holding Mom's hand again.
Those words punctuated by the entire cathedral breaking out in applause. And here's a moment you couldn't help but appreciate the sense of relief that washed over W when he was finished. His brother Jeb looking over, handed him a tissue, the former president, after celebrating his dad, knowing it was a tribute that would make his father proud. You can only imagine eulogizing your father and then sitting there and hopefully realizing, job well done.
Wow, remarkable.
Yeah, you could. I think the relief was just physically present.
Yeah, you did well.
Peter, thank you.